front.
Great run by infield to be there with 1 lap to go.
Final lap with 3 Kenyans, 3 Ethiopians, 3 Americans.
I'm Molly Huddle. I'm a professional distance runner focusing on road running in the marathon, and I'm a 2-time Olympian on the track for Team USA. Usually I roll before I warm up, and then I come back and do a few drills and long strides, and then it's about like 40 minutes. It used to be more like 30. So I can already feel they're not as wobbly.
You're not getting like mechanical benefit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I tore my peroneal. I don't have a peroneal right here.
Oh, wow.
You can see, and so I can't, when it's wobbly, I can't.
Yeah, so the higher the step.
So I need to go a little bit lower. A lot of people have like a parent or a sibling that's running before they get into it, so that was my story. My dad was a big runner. He ran in college. He knew enough about running to see that I had some talent, and so he was trying not to be overbearing, but really didn't want me to give up on it because I think he saw my form was good and I would improve really quickly off very little work. We had a small school, we didn't have a team, so he helped me start a cross-country team. My junior and senior year of high school, I got really into it, and then I started to dream about the Olympics and things like that, even though I knew I had 100 steps between where I was and then. Hold on, you guys are going too fast.
I'm dying. Go back to Dada. Come to Dada. I think Molly's consistency really comes down to one, her and Ray having just a really good plan. Molly knows herself really, really well. Ray's learned Molly well. They trust each other, and then just doing the little things to be successful. It's not really that complex, but it's really hard to do. It's really hard to know what you need to do, what it takes for you to be successful, and then to do it over and over and over again. Molly, car turning right here. Car turning right here. Settle back in. She looks pretty good. This is a better day so far. So. All right, what do you think? What do you think? How's Mama look? Mama looks good? Good. Where are these two coming? What's that? Mama, there's but Mama.
If you're aware, how many U.S. records you had or have now, and then kind of how you feel when they get broken.
So I don't have many now. When the first one was broken, I was very anxious. I was just I think it was the 5K. I lost to Shannon Roberry when I was training for New York City Marathon, and I was very anxious watching that race because I knew I could have broken it that year. It was 2016, and I chose to do a marathon instead of extend my track season.
5K road record. She's never had the 10 road record, but then the half record, obviously, and then 5 and 10 on the track. Really impressive. Really, really impressive range for sure.
The ones that have passed recently, the 10K on the track and the half marathon, I'm very much they're made to be broken. You never keep a record, they're on loan. So the first one was tough though. I was biting my nails watching that. You want to see it progress. You don't want to be the fastest person forever, because then it means the women in the US aren't getting faster.
So Burka behind Huddle. And then Chariot.
Huddle's got to run this 200 hard. She doesn't have the foot speed of Burka, and
it was weird because I kind of didn't think I could do it in the first place.
So it is Chariot, Burka, and Huddle as they hit the home straight.
I left my body. I was this is going to be real?
Coming to the line, Chariot will win it. Burka second. Huddle will be edged by Infield at the line. Infield gets third. Huddle is fourth. Flanagan looked like she was sixth.
Huddle so disappointed by the fact that she relaxed through the tape.
I think almost that's maybe what held me back, not thinking that actually there was a slight chance you could pull this off.
Last few weeks, and it paid off in this race.
I wouldn't have been so surprised then, and I think I maybe wouldn't have messed up as much.
Spy on the inside, leans at the tape as Huddle raises her arms.
Afterwards, I was just reliving it, rehashing it, like catastrophizing it, everything. You know, it kind of had to be like brought down to earth by the people in my circle.
I mean, I knew Emily Shalane and I could potentially medal here, and we were all thinking that with a lap to go, and I thought one of the Ethiopians was to my right, and I looked and she wasn't, and Emily slipped on the inside as I eased up a little bit, and she got this once-in-a-lifetime moment, and I feel like it kind of slipped through my fingers, so it's frustrating.
You're so calm, cool, collected. Do you ever get mad?
Oh yeah, I get mad, yes.
Introduction. Since she came off that very unfortunate 4th place finish at the World Championships, 1 spot out of a medal in that women's 10,000 meters.
Being edged by infield at the line.
From that level of disappointment, coming back has suddenly ignited her road racing talents and has won 4 titles, looking for a 5th one here in the fall.
Well, the American record in this event is 51:47. That record's been held by Kathy. She will win the $10,000 for the equalizer.
She has turned into a woman on a mission on the roads.
Will look to the clock again, 51:47 or better. She is your U.S. 10-mile champion. And you see the clock there. We'll have to get the official time.
Eases away from them, but a tempo they simply cannot match.
I believe she just, in the process,
Takes no prisoners at all, does she?
Got the American record.
The marathon is like the ultimate challenge for a runner. You have women who have run the 800 up to the 10K who eventually will step to a marathon and try it out, and it just feels like a different sport. The training is different and the way you race is different. So I feel like I'm still figuring it out. I didn't take to it super naturally, but I think there's potential there, and that keeps me coming back. Stuff feels really hot, or like sweaty after like. Yeah, I don't know. I've struggled a lot with the marathon and just struggled a lot with injuries the last couple years. So, you know, we're realistic. Like, you probably need to be running like 222 range to make the team. I just want to have a good experience. Like, initially I was hoping to be top 10, and this build-up probably wasn't long enough for that. Just had a few like injury hiccups at the beginning, and, you know, I got a little sick around Thanksgiving. So we're just going to try and see what we can do, you know, try and be smart and pick people off in the heat and just finish as high as I can. I'd love to have a time goal, but again, with the heat, like, that might go up in the air too. Postpartum is hard, but it's harder just managing your time with the baby afterwards. You know, like a lot of my day was like recovering between runs or taking my time with my warm-ups, and now it's like all the time you use is borrowed from your partner when you're like the baby, you know, up until they're in school, they need you like pretty much 24 hours a day.
No. Do you want to show them how you run? No. Oh, good, because we'd probably get in trouble.
I mean, it's not always easy, right? Like, being a professional athlete is an amazing life. It's an amazing opportunity, but the stresses and the stressors don't get talked about a lot. So trying to be supportive from that standpoint as much as I can.
We got home and I spent an hour trying to get her to fall asleep, and she wouldn't. So then Kurt had to go in there, and I lifted some, you know, like lifting, it's not even really lifting, a strength workout. I have a nanny who comes while I train for 3 hours in the morning, or my husband watches JoJo, and then I'm right back into it, so there's no naps. You're kind of eating with one hand and holding a baby with another hand. You want to go to Dada? Give Daddy a kiss? Give Daddy a kiss?
Up you go.
You're just wrapping your schedule around the baby's schedule, so it's totally different. You know, it's definitely something I wanted to do in my life, so I didn't think I'd be running this long, and I am, so the two have come together, and I think, you know, I'm glad I gave myself a lot of shots when I was younger to just focus, but this is how we're doing it now, and for sure I could do with a little extra recovery, which hopefully in a few months will come as Joe grows and changes and sleeps better and stuff like that. Do we we have any other rollers, Jojo?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Jojo, do it. Yes. It's heavy. You got it? It's easier said than done to get back out there. Like, I've always been really hard on myself. You just eventually have to do what serves you. Like, at some point, it just doesn't serve you to keep beating yourself up or to take the harshest possible view of what happened or what you're capable of. You tell yourself whatever's going to get you over it, right? Like, there's a lot of things that are true. There's a lot of perspectives in the situation, and you have to just remind yourself that you're not the one thing, you're not that one situation, you're not one accolade or mistake, and just try and build off of that. You know, try and move on, move forward.
What do you think? Can you wave to the camera this time?
Mama!
But I would just hope I gave back to the sport, and I would hope that, you know, I was someone that people could look up to and learn from my mistakes or learn from my advice, someone welcoming in the sport. And as I run less, hopefully I can do more to make things better than I found it.